Our top story, the new developments in the coronavirus.
As the coronavirus has
to the coronavirus outbreak.
Latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
All but a handful of states have issued stay-at-home orders
and urges people to stay home.
Social distancing protocols.
Stay-at-home order taking effect tonight as neighboring New Jersey joins in, canceling gatherings, ordering residents to do their part and stay home.
When the world pressed pause, the church pressed play.
This is who we are. We are hope to people who are really struggling in times like today.
What if I told you that God was making you stronger right now? That our church was getting stronger? Would you believe it?
Moments like the season we're in right now, reminding me I'm not in control, but He is, and we're in this together.
what's like your high school moment of greatness where you were just incredible? Anthony, I'll let you go first.
Oh man. Okay. So I played football and there was this kid, he had like a D1 offer to go play at Utah or something like that. And I played corner. And so this kid is like yelling at the quarterback, like mismatch. Cause you guys can't see this over video, but I'm only 6'4". And this kid, honestly, I'm not, because people don't know, I'm 5'6" 3/4. And
don't add the 3/4. Don't add the 3/4. That's so
true.
bad.
You need every time I go to the doctors, I'm like, just tell me I didn't shrink. Anyway, this guy's like mismatch. And he's like yelling at the quarterback. So he runs this route. He runs like a 5-yard curl and he jumps up to catch the ball. And like, I pick him up and like drill him into the ground. It was so cool. It was like the coolest moment. Like all my friends, I'm just, and like all my friends like came like, hey, let's go. But it was awesome. And it was like super great. But also I'm still only 5'6" and this kid was 6'4". So like, I don't feel like it was that big of a moment.
I mean,
That's
it sounds
awesome.
really cool.
It was.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Compass Podcast. This is our special live edition. We're so glad that you're joining us. Thank you for being willing to take an hour or 2 or 5. You don't know what you've signed up for with this to watch and hang out with us. I'm joined by a couple of my good friends. To my right is our creative director, Laura Collins.
Hello.
And to my left is a longtime friend of the podcast, Brock Trexler.
Howdy, howdy.
I was wondering what you're going to go with
every
today.
time. Howdy. Is that what you did last time?
I don't remember what I did last time. It's been a while.
I think you've used howdy
Sometimes
before.
you do, hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Give us another one.
Guys, how we doing?
Okay.
Guys, how we doing?
I'm so excited. Well, hey, guys, we are super excited that you've joined us to be a part of this. Here's the deal. The world that we live in right now is pretty crazy. It's pretty heavy, and in a lot of ways, rightfully so. What our hope is that for the next little bit of time, we can just create some levity in your life, that we can create a space where we can laugh and have a little bit of fun. Here's how this episode is going to go. If you can see to the right of me, we have this beautiful, colorful wheel.
Yay, wheel.
Everyone clap. Where's Vanna White when you need her? This is how this episode's going to work. We are going to take turns.
What's the wheel called?
It's wheel alternating.
Spinny
the wheel of doom?
Wheel of doom.
No, well, it was spinny wheel of death, but I feel like
that seems too dark
that's
for
too
the,
much,
for the
yeah.
moment.
Goodness.
So it's our
spinny wheel of
spinny wheel
dreams.
of
Dreams.
Welcome to the spinning wheel of dreams. I will be your host for the evening. What we're going to do is spin this wheel, and there are different categories. There's 15 different categories on here, actually. Once we land on a category, we will explain it to you so you understand what's going on, and then we'll respond to it. We'll have a conversation about whatever the category is, and we'll see where this goes. Because honestly, we have no idea how this is going to go.
Nope.
We've never done a live episode before. We've never used a wheel before. Usually there's a lot of preparation, and it still sounds like we didn't prepare for it. So, so we're going to see how this goes. With that said, who's spinning first?
I'll go first.
Brock, okay, we'll spin on your behalf. How's that?
Okay, I want to. What if I want? Okay.
No, it's
Celebrity
pastor.
Great.
Okay.
This is great.
Sensible one.
So this is what this category is. We love our worship team at Compass. We have some incredible musicians, some incredible worship pastors. But the question that is tagged to this category is if you could pick one musician from any musical genre, I think we decided it can be past and present as well.
Yes, I think so.
To lead worship for you every Sunday, who would that person be? Brock, you can go first since you spun the wheel.
I'm going with Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
Such a confidently bad answer.
I'm just kidding. It's Scott Stapp from Creed. No, I'm just kidding.
Aren't they this? They're the same person.
They're the same. They sound the same.
Just different hair.
No, I think for real, it would be John Legend.
That would be really good.
I don't know if he would actually be a good worship leader because I would just want to listen to him and not sing.
Are you picturing like grand piano on stage?
Yes.
Like fully spotlight moment.
You're all in it.
John Legend.
John Legend.
I'm here for it. John Legend. That's a good one. Laura, who'd you pick?
I picked Dave Grohl because
from the Foo Fighters.
From the Foo Fighters, from Nirvana. I just feel like
this is what music people do. They're like, yeah, he was in Nirvana.
No, here's what I'm thinking.
They add in that he was the drummer.
He's going to be a drummer in one section, and then he's going to come out, and then he's going to lead. So he's going to lead from the drum set, from the front of the stage.
He'll lead from
Guitar.
both spots.
He's going to sit down in a chair. He can do it all, you know?
I changed my answer. Phil Collins.
I love it. Sold.
Can he do all the Tarzan soundtracks?
You'll Be in My Heart is basically about Jesus.
It's the same thing. So I actually had a hard time with this because I was like, who would I want to listen to 52 weekends out of the year?
Oh, yeah.
And trust that every like rendition of every song they do would actually be good. So I couldn't come up with an answer on my own. So the way that I came to an answer is I just went into my iTunes library and looked at the artists that I've listened to the most. Okay. And it would either be Frank Ocean or the 1975.
Okay, I vote 1975.
Yeah, I agree. I think there would be very drastically dark moments where we would be unsure of if we were at church anymore or not. And then there would be really fun moments where we would be like, oh, it's a party.
They're from 1975? I don't understand.
Okay, boomer.
Nice. That's good. My students tell me that. I don't know what it means.
I don't get it. Okay. Are we going clockwise or counterclockwise? Who's next? It's really all that question is.
I know, but
Laura's
we both
next.
got so
Laura's
confused.
next.
I don't know. It could be anything. Lord, let it be.
Oh, well, can you not spin the wheel so hard?
No.
Yep.
No.
Okay, truth or text, our favorite category. I honestly can't believe it got picked on the second spin. This is how this works. If you've heard of the game Truth or Dare, you know how Truth or Dare works. This is called Truth or Text. Brock and I are going to come up with a question to ask Laura, and it's a question that she will have a choice. She can either choose to answer it, or she has to hand us her phone. We get to text anyone in her contact list anything that we want. So please give us a moment while we discover what we would like to ask you.
Can you cue some Jeopardy music?
I'm so stressed. You guys,
it's a setup because you can't answer it.
No. I need a good question.
Oh, man. She would answer that, man.
So I have to ask the second
Number 2. You got to ask number 2.
All right, Lori, you ready?
No, my heart is pounding. Okay, go ahead.
What is What is the most?
Why are you freaking out?
What is the most illegal thing you have ever done?
Caught or not getting caught?
Ooh, okay, no, I'll answer this.
Oh man.
Okay.
Wow.
We do have.
I need to be clear. Anything you say on this could still get you in trouble.
Be used against me.
If HR is listening, I don't know what happens to your job tomorrow.
You do not have immunity.
There is no immunity.
What's the statute of limitations? Is that on like breaking into a place that doesn't exist anymore? Like breaking and entering, but it's no longer a place. So.
I would like a person's home?
No, like
a business?
like a university's football stadium.
That's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
It was pretty illegal. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what
What'd you do? So you broke into a university's football stadium.
A&M tore down their old football stadium. So on Christmas Eve, I drove down with some friends. We broke into the stadium. It was like completely demolished. Grabbed some bricks, shoved them in a bag. Security chased us out. We talked our way out of it. And then they presented them to their parents because they both had graduated from A&M, and it was like a sweet moment. So it has a heart to it, but it was also very much illegal. So
the other question wouldn't have worked on her though.
Well,
no, it wouldn't have.
Well, did I pass?
You told the truth. I mean, it really makes for a boring moment on the podcast. So glad you guys are watching. All right,
Thank you.
I'm next. Compass is best.
You were so close to truth.
I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this category, this is simple. We love Compass. We love the church that we work at. We want to just take a moment and talk about some of the things that maybe you don't know about Compass and why we actually love Compass so much. Brock, I'll let you go first with what is it that makes Compass so great?
Yeah, I think this is a shameless plug for our student ministry.
Are you going to ask for volunteers on this podcast?
No, I'm not. You just asked for me, so shoot me an email on the website.
Follow him on Instagram. No. It's Btrex.
Every one of our staff members are going to be like, "Can we? We'd like to be on the Compass podcast from now
on." Seriously though, so I'm a high school pastor, and so I get to like witness what's happening in our high schools and what God is doing with the next generation. Like I get a front stage. I get to see it all, so which is really cool. And I just know we have some of the most courageous, bold students that you would ever meet. I don't remember me in high school. I'm like, I would not do some of the cool things they're doing for the kingdom of God. And so it's just, for me, it's just being able to witness what God is doing. There's like an underground movement of young people who are like answering the call to be a part of what God is doing in our community, which is really cool.
So. That is super cool. Mm-hmm. I would say, Laura, I don't know what you're going to say, but I would say my favorite thing about Compass are our elders.
Yep.
Yep. Our elders are incredible. And I don't genuinely just say that because they could watch this or hear this at some point.
Shout out to Jeffrey Jones.
Let's shout them all out by name. But we have some of the best elders in the world. And, you know, the unfortunate thing about the church world is that you can hear stories about people who have elders who aren't that great. But when you find out that we have elders who genuinely care about Compass and the people who come through the doors and who work there, it's incredible. That's my favorite part about Compass.
My favorite part would be that we are so intentional about being the kind of church that anyone could enter through. Like, it doesn't matter if you grew up in the church or if this is your very first time hearing about Jesus. You're welcomed. You can walk in the door. We're going to use language that's not too insider and churchy. We're like, it's all so intentionally thought through from like parking lot to service, from what the host, the worship preacher, like everything is designed to make sure.
As a host, it drives me nuts.
It does. I know. I was like, because we have to be so careful what we say. But every time I think about that person who's walking into church for the first time, like I hope that they don't feel like they have no idea what's going on and that they can't come back until they figure out the entire Bible. Like,
right.
I think that's huge.
No, that's super cool.
Like, how do I explain communion?
That's so true.
I've never been to church.
Brock's like, we've got bread and juice for you if you'd like a mid-service snack.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Body and blood
of a man from 2,000 years ago.
I don't know how to explain that.
I know,
for sure.
It's always weird.
Hey, if you're watching, we'd love for you to drop in the comment section in the chat. Let us know what your favorite thing about Compass is. We'd love to be able to see those. All right, Brock. Laura, I'll let you spin
Am I
for
up
Brock.
already?
Oh yeah, we're going through. I hope you get truth or text as well.
Truth or text.
Oh,
here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, so our incredible producer, technical consultant, the person who makes all of this
All of it
happen, is our good friend Joe Dunn. Look at Joe. Look at Joe. What this category is we're going to give Joe the opportunity to ask us a question. This is the God's honest truth. We have no idea what he's going to ask us. We have no idea what he's brought to the table. Mm-hmm. And we, I guess, have to respond to it, answer it. I'm not even really sure what it is. It could be like broadcast a dance. It's unclear. So Joe, what do you have for us?
So I have a beautiful would you rather.
Oh, would you rather?
Would you rather? Okay. Would you rather be able to lose the ability to smell everything, but you can only taste food, or you can't taste food but you can smell everything else?
Oh, interesting. So
either
either have taste buds or scent. You don't get both.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought the olfactory system was connected.
I feel
that.
Would you like to give us a lesson?
I have no idea what that means.
What the olfactories?
I just like the word olfactory.
That's two words.
It's one word.
Oh, you're not. I thought you've been saying the olfactory, and I was like, what are you talking about?
The olfactory.
Yes.
The olfactory.
Got it. Thank you for clarity.
I would rather be able to taste everything.
Really?
I want to taste everything.
I was gonna go smell.
I'm all taste.
I would rather
But
imagine
you won't
not
be
being
able to smell
smell.
if you smell bad.
Yeah,
you won't
that's
be able to
true.
smell everything around you.
Okay.
But I feel like there's preventatives for that. You just shower every day.
Sure, but I imagine that you couldn't smell flowers anymore. You can no longer
care.
smell coffee. Yeah,
I can
you guys
taste
are.
coffee.
I can
whatever.
taste it.
Oh no, I want to be able to smell.
Laura, think
all the
about
good
this.
things. Candles.
Don't care.
Do you know how much I care about candles?
Candles
I care
are trash.
so much about candles.
Candles are trash.
Think of all the smells that you enjoy on a daily basis, though.
Think about all the things that smell bad, though.
Yeah, true.
Think about all
Farts.
the things that taste bad.
Pollution.
Yeah, but I have the option.
You could just eat anything you want.
Burnt food.
Mm.
Smells terrible.
Yes.
Tastes terrible.
I think
too.
there's more things that smell bad than taste bad.
I don't know. I think I'm going back to candles and perfume. I can't imagine not being able to smell all of them.
I smell great naturally.
This is a very feminine answer. I realize I'm just good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Yeah.
we're on a very.
There's a clear divide
you guys don't
here.
want to smell the perfume. It's weird.
And the flowers.
That is great.
And the flowers.
She's like, you wouldn't smell flowers. Okay.
Oh darn.
Okay, so smell. You're
I'll eat
keeping
'em.
smell, losing
going with
taste.
smell.
I'm keeping taste and losing smell.
Taste. I want to taste.
I want to taste. Okay.
All right.
All right, Laura, your spin.
If it's truth or text, I'm going to be so sad. Oh,
made up stats. This is great. Okay, so this category, all of us have found a statistic. Now, what we don't know is if those statistics are true or if they're completely made up statistics. So we're all going to get a chance to share those. Laura, since you spun, you can go first with the stat that you have for us.
Okay. This is my statistic. 1 in 3 Americans believe the Earth revolves around the sun. So, in other words, 2 out of 3 Americans believe the sun revolves around the Earth.
Which means 1 out of 3 of us in this room.
Believes that.
4, sorry.
Wow. You left Joe out.
He just went too. He just had a whole spiel. I apologize, Joe. It's my bad.
Okay, so Joe's like, the camera will no longer look at you. So the stat is what? 1 in 3 Americans.
1 in 3 Americans believe that the Earth revolves around the sun. Reversely, 2 out of 3 Americans believe the sun is revolving around the Earth.
It's
got to be false.
You think so? You
I
think
think
Americans are smart?
We're saying that 66% of Americans don't know how the solar system works.
Yes.
I think that's false.
I think that's true.
So it is false, but it's actually 1 in 4 Americans believe the Earth revolves around the sun. So it's actually sadder than you think.
So
that
it's
means
lower?
75%
Oh,
would
man.
assume that the sun is revolving around the
You
earth.
have a lot of hope for people.
I was right, but I was like, but now I'm
But
sad
but
I'm
you
right.
thought it was going to be better,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
actually worse.
That's really sad.
It's really sad.
So we're saying the Earth doesn't revolve around the sun. Just kidding.
Well,
I'm
okay, so
joking.
but at one of four of us, there are four of us who believes that it's not true.
Who doesn't know?
What?
I was just trying to give someone an out if they
I
wanted to be
know.
like, I don't know.
I don't know.
actually.
I don't remember science.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah, I'm fine. I watched Interstellar. I get it.
I watched Space Force. I watched Space Force. I'm good.
I've seen Star Trek. I know how it all works.
I've
All
seen
right.
Star Trek. Okay, Brock, you can go next. What stat do you have for us?
Here it is. You ready?
No.
Thank you for giving us the option.
Yeah. Do you want me to do this? No.
Only 1 in 4 people actually wash their hands
I don't
before
like
they
this.
leave the restroom.
I don't like where this is going. 1 in 4. Is this women
Before they
and
leave
men?
the restroom. So this is a bathroom related stat.
Yes.
Is this women and men? Or
What if you
both?
use the
Just
restroom and
one?
then wash your hands in the
Everyone.
kitchen?
I think you're saying people.
Just after you use the restroom, do you wash your hands? Is
Right.
The question. And I'm saying only
Rory's
1
trying
in
to find a
4
loophole.
Only 1 in 4 people actually wash their hands when they are finished using the restroom.
Yeah, that's. I would say it's less.
Oh my gosh! I hope that's
Is
not
this
true.
pre-COVID or post-COVID stats?
This has got to be a
This
pre-COVID.
is This is pre-COVID.
Yeah, I'm saying that's false. I think people are.
I
gross.
want that to be false, but I'm gonna go with it's true.
It's false. It's actually lower. It's 19%.
No, y'all, wash your hands.
I'm just thinking about all the hands I shake on a Sunday.
I know.
Yeah.
How are you doing, sir? Cool.
Nope. Nope. I don't like it.
Oh, that's
And that's
gross.
why we
You're
have
welcome.
the problems we have now. Wash your hands, people.
Wash your hands. This program is brought to you by the Wash Your
Hand
Hands
washing.
Initiative of America. All right.
Amen.
Here's a stat I got for you. There's no numbers involved in this.
Okay.
You are more likely to die on your birthday than any other day of the year. True or false?
I'm voting true, and I have reasoning behind it.
More likely to die on your birthday. So, okay. All right.
Of any
I have like
day
a
of the year.
very specific
Remainder
example
of
in my
7,
head.
carry the 1. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so you have obviously a math reason. We'll come back to you in a second. What's your argument?
I think people are more likely to go skydiving on their birthdays or like do some dangerous, like a hike or be reckless on their birthdays than
Every
any
time
other
we
day
get
of the
close
year.
to my birthday or something, I tell my wife, I'm like, I won't go skydiving. Like, I like try to clarify so like in case she's thinking about it because I don't want to do it.
Really?
So you think people would just make a more dangerous decision?
I think you're at your
Or
most
just make poor
reckless.
choices.
Or make poor choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your math reason?
It's not math related. I like Laura's answer better, so we're going to go with this.
Yeah, you're actually right. You are more likely to die on your
Makes
birthday than
sense.
any other day of the year, and it's because on your birthday you are more likely to make poor choices.
You're more likely to go skydiving.
My birthday's
I don't know why I think
this
skydiving
month.
just equals. Ooh.
Isn't it in-
Are we going
when is it?
skydiving?
The 22nd.
Well, this is uncomfortable.
Guys, I have
This
to
is
go.
uncomfortable.
I have to go. I have a thing. I have a thing. That's awesome. Okay, who just spun?
I did.
Spone.
It's you, Rory.
Spanned. Please not truth or text.
Truth
Please
or
not truth or
text.
text. Please not that one because we just did it.
Oh, yes.
My favorite
Yes!
category.
I'm so glad you got
I
this
have to
one.
answer it? Okay,
Yeah.
then someone else has to explain
Okay,
it. I don't care.
We'll
who
explain it.
Go ahead, Laura.
All right. This is the category called Keep, Kill, Eat. These are your 3 categories.
They're going to bring
Imagine
me 3 trays of animals.
Imagine that you're stuck on an island. Rory, you're on a nice Caribbean island, but you're stranded, and there are 3 other people with you.
Okay. Who are these people?
Those 3 people are our lead pastor, Drew Sherman, and 2 of our executive pastors, Dave Toney and Brandon Beard.
Okay.
You have to keep one, kill one, and eat one. Who are you? Divvy that out. Who's getting what?
Okay. So I've put a lot of time into this.
Okay, I'm so glad.
I've mentally prepared for this question for a while. And I think you're going to be shocked by it.
Or we can take your phone and text anyone we want.
No, you can't just add rules.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Okay.
I cannot wait to hear what your reasoning behind all of this is. Wait, we're gonna be shocked?
You're going to be surprised.
Interesting. Okay.
I am going to keep Brandon Beard.
What?
Really?
Wow. No.
Really?
You're
wow.
Here's why. If me and this person are surviving on an island together, I need entertainment.
Do you think Brandon's going to provide
I
that
just
for
need
you?
entertainment.
Right.
Listen, Dave's not going to entertain me. And Drew's going to get sick of me in probably a month.
So who are you killing?
You're in it for the long haul. You're there for a month.
I am killing Dave.
Okay, the person who signs your paycheck. All right. That's smart.
Here's why, though. Dave is the most grace-filled person. Dave would probably willingly sacrifice himself so the rest of us could survive.
Wow.
Which I guess means I'm eating Drew.
He's dying too.
I can't wait for you to tell
Yeah,
me.
but it's
tomorrow.
different.
Our
It's
lead
different.
pastor. Oh my goodness.
It's
Is it a
different.
mercy killing? Like, how is it different?
Well, first off, I think if I play out in my mind how this would go, I would scheme with Brandon to figure out how we would kill him, because we couldn't let him know we were going to eat him, right? We would have to just sort of like pretend everything was fine. Like, Dave's gone, everything's fine. But I would definitely make Brandon be the one to, I don't even know how I'm assuming this island has like one palm tree on it.
You
so
could
I'm
have
not-
like a condition for why you're keeping him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's clever. Like, I'll keep you alive, but
if you kill,
you gotta do the take care of everyone else.
like I keep Brandon alive
on the
so he
condition
kills
that,
Drew.
Yeah.
Ooh. This
That
is
got
getting heavy, guys.
dark. I can't
I
wait
like
for you
it.
to explain all of this
it.
to them tomorrow.
I dig it. Or right now, Drew might be in the chat even in this
Very well
moment and
could be.
saying who knows what.
He says you just lost your job.
I see him typing. We will see you in 2 weeks when you resign. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm keeping Brandon, killing Dave, eating Drew.
Thank you for the recap.
That's where we're at.
Okay.
All right, Brock, your turn.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Brock.
Let's see if you can keep your job on this spin.
Truth or text?
I don't know what
Truth or
question you have. He's
text?
seen the other question I have, and I don't know if
Do you think he
he's-
would answer, or do you think he would try to do the text option?
Yeah, he'd answer, and I'm pretty sure I would be the answer to the question.
Oh, now I'm so curious what the question is.
Well, what? Can you close your ears?
I'm
Close
gonna
your
hear-
ears.
I'm gonna hear you.
Okay, here's
Close
the
your
thing.
ears.
I don't know how to do this, but the question I have is.
Do the second one. Volunteer would be. He won't answer that.
Okay.
And if he does, he's got more problems than I ever will.
Brock.
Brock.
Sorry.
Your question. Who is your least favorite student ministry volunteer?
Just give me the phone. Just give me the phone.
My least favorite student ministry volunteer.
Can I just have the phone?
It's back over there. He's going to have to get up and get it,
You
too.
cannot answer this question.
He's getting up.
Yes. Do you have? I'm gonna let you do this.
Do the texting?
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like you deserve it.
Wow.
All things considered.
Wow. That's very kind.
You want the messages open or the contacts open?
It
Contacts.
doesn't. Just open your phone.
You're not gonna be able to find it. I'm just saying.
Why?
He has it all under one thing. Can I just all search? Don't worry.
You can do Instagram too.
No, you can't.
Facebook.
I was like, can I just send an Instagram message? That would actually be really good. Who we gonna text?
Make sure to tell our audience members who you end up texting and what you text.
Oh, I shall. First of all, real cute picture of Hudson on here.
It can't be Hannah because she won't care.
Oh, I know. No, I wouldn't do that.
Your in-laws are in town right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they saved in your phone as in-laws?
No.
This feels like an interrogation.
This is really good. Hang on. Okay.
Are you done yet?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Sweating over here.
Yeah, you should be. I don't want to do anything that's going to cost you your job. You don't have very many. This isn't a bash. You don't have as many contacts as I would have.
You don't really have any. You don't. You don't really have very many friends, I think is what she just said.
That's not what I said.
I know.
That's not what I said. I said you don't have many contacts.
But it's what you meant in your heart.
I feel good about this one.
Jesus says a lot of things about the heart.
What's he say?
Well, actually, Jeremiah says is it a proverb? The heart is deceitful.
If you don't know where you're referencing, you can't reference
Proverbs
it.
is the guard your heart. Jeremiah is the deceitful thing.
Oh,
Jesus
she's already sending a text. Who are you texting? You send it, and then... Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's perfect.
Do you have something you would like to say? Because I picked the contact. If you've got a good thing to say.
I think we're running out of time.
I know.
We gotta
I know.
Get
That's
going,
why
I
I'm
think.
like...
You just could have controlled what was said.
What?
She was giving you the option to control what was put in the text, and you just rejected it.
What do you mean?
She was going to let you decide what to say.
She was not.
That's what she was offering.
She handed the phone to you, I thought.
No.
I didn't know.
Either of you, but now I'm already gone.
Just hand it to me when you're done, and I'll tell the people what we've decided to send. Are you nervous? What's the worst thing that could happen?
Right, because Jesus says, why worry?
Is that a direct quote?
I don't know. Paul says, be anxious for nothing. Are you going to say it out loud?
Are we good?
Sent.
Okay, great.
Laura.
What is happening?
Laura chose to text Jeffrey Jones that says, hey man, I could use some advice. I have some patches of itchy skin. Can you advise any solutions?
It could be a lot worse.
Have fun. Oh, it could be. Like you could text, someone else. All right, Brock.
Shout out Jeffrey
That was
Jones.
a great spin. That was a great spin. Thank you. I'm sure the viewers are enjoying this right now very much.
I'm sorry. I'm just patching things up.
You got to follow up. All right.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
I think, yeah, because Brock just went.
Please don't be truth or tag.
Oh, wow. Celebrity
We've done
Pass.
that
We already did
already.
that.
We did that too.
You're not good at spinning. Internet corner. Very good.
I felt good about this
You
one.
spun, so we'll let you go. And if...
Do you want me to explain this too?
Yeah, go ahead and explain it.
This is just the things we've read on the internet this past week, right?
Yeah, this is it could be great. It could be stupid. We really don't know. Well, I honestly don't know what you're about to do. So
Yeah. No, this was something I saw on Twitter the other day and I thought was interesting.
Well, this is sure to be enlightening. Great.
Twitter.
This is #1 news source, Twitter.
It's
Shout out
it's
to
primarily how
Twitter.
I get my news.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he texts me back. I can't wait to. Okay.
Hey, we're doing a podcast.
Did he already respond?
Sorry, guys. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, man. Okay. I read this on Twitter that there is currently a green glow around the planet of Mars, which some are saying.
What?
I saw that too.
Did you?
That is, yeah.
That's a real thing.
It was like, it was recently discovered. It's a new thing that happened, right?
Yes. Now, the fun part of where Twitter comes in is that if you're on Instagram, you may be familiar with your close friends. You get a green circle around your close friends in the Instagram stories. You're old, so you won't understand. You're looking at me like,
what? I'm younger than you. You're the oldest person
by
here.
like 6 months. Either way, some of us are hip, some of us aren't. There's a green circle around your Instagram close friends. So people are saying that Mars has now officially labeled us as a close friend. That's all I have. It's actually caused by oxygen or something. I don't know. I'm not
That's
a
what you
scientist.
brought to this conversation?
That's what I brought to this conversation via Twitter.
Wow, thank you.
Twitter. When you need news that's not really that important,
So
but it's kind of fun.
I thought Mars was red.
Mars is red. There's a green circle.
First off, I did not sign up for this much solar system conversation in an episode.
Who could have predicted?
Who could have predicted?
I
Maybe
think it's
Mars.
Fascinating.
Actually, both of mine are about space. So I have a moon tattoo. I guess I just really like outer space.
Am I up next?
You're up next.
Sure, if you have something.
I recently saw how I'm going to say this wrong, by the way.
Okay.
I'm sure I am. The Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
How it actually like forms and it was.
Can you explain to us what you're talking about?
You know the thing like it's the big blue and green thing in the sky.
The Northern Lights.
The Northern Lights is another name for it, I believe. That's what it was in the
Aurora Borealis.
Intelligence is just glowing right here.
I can't wait to see what you've brought to the table.
Oh, I brought some greatness.
I just saw how it actually forms and like how long it actually stays around. Like it's not a forever thing. I thought it was just there forever, but it's not apparently.
It comes and goes. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I thought it said, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't live in the north.
It was
not.
It was not always
Joe's
there.
like, what is this?
It was not. I know it. It was not always there. And I'm not.
What was not always where?
Aurora Borealis.
The Aurora Borealis
was not always where.
Where it is.
Like when Jesus was walking around, there was no Aurora Borealis. Is that what you're saying?
So that was pretty interesting.
I think you just made that up.
I'm not even sure that's real.
I saw a video of how it came into being.
Was it on YouTube?
It was on Twitter.
When did you
Twitter?
When did you see the video?
3 weeks ago.
Okay, so I recently came across a website called Victory Journal. Never heard.
Already don't love where this is going. Nope.
No, so
Is
super.
this 5 steps to being a millionaire by next Tuesday?
No.
Oh man.
It's called Victory Journal. If you're watching this, you should go look it up. It's fascinating. It's this editorial site about like sports stories around the world that most people have never heard of.
Okay.
And I like sports, but I don't sit and read about sports a whole lot. But this article that I somehow, I don't know if it was through social media or whatever, got attracted to, like clicked on it. It was fascinating. It was titled, I actually can't remember the name of the title right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
You're making fun of me.
Off to a great
You
start.
made up yours.
Nope. I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
Anyways, I can't remember the name of the title, but you should go look it up. Actually, I do remember the name of the title.
I can't look it up if I don't know the name of the title.
It's called Name of the Father is the name of the title.
This is a very apt Father's Day.
Oh, it is. This is Father's Day.
Happy Father's
This is great. Name of the Father.
To me.
So it was the story of a guy named Gerard Tillinghast, who is the son of Jerry Tillinghast, who was an enforcer for Raymond Patricia, who is the godfather of New England organized crime.
Not
He's
a single thing you just said made any sense until you got to mob boss.
Mob
What?
boss.
Just
So
say mob boss.
it's
Son of a
about
mob boss.
it's about this kid whose dad was an enforcer for one of the big mob bosses in New England, and he grows up. His dad's in jail. He has still ongoing interaction with his dad, but he gets involved in crime as a young kid because that's just what you did in Rhode Island. You either are there's a line in it that says you're either.
Is that true?
I'm telling you what the story said. There's a line in this article that says you're in Rhode Island. You were either the cops or you were the robbers. It was one or the other, which I'm like, sounds great. If you've heard on other podcasts, I've said I wouldn't mind being a bank robber at some point in life.
That's true.
Anyways,
A lot of my wife's family live in Rhode Island, and I'm not convinced that's true.
do you keep getting bundles of cash for your birthday?
Her grandpa's an electrician.
Is he?
He says.
Everyone needs a front for something. Anyways, so Gerard Tillinghast, who this story is about, grows up, has a rough life, but ends up becoming a boxer and is an incredible boxer from a young age. He goes 6-0 in all of his fights, is getting ready to go pro when he gets injured and can't fight for a long time. So he goes back into crime, but he decides that he's going to become a guy who doesn't just commit crime. He's going to rob drug dealers and bad guys and mob enforcers.
Robin Hood.
Yes, exactly. Or the Punisher.
Never seen it.
Okay. I don't have time to explain what the Punisher is to you. Anyways, he starts doing this, but the police don't exactly find vigilante behavior is a great thing. So anyways, he fights, gets arrested. He goes to do a drug deal, to rob a drug dealer, and he gets stabbed in the head.
Okay.
Brock's like, this is great, very enlightening. Anyways, in that moment, this is what was fascinating about the story. In that moment, he gets rushed to the hospital. He has to have 40 stitches put in his head. And he passes out and has this vision of himself in his dad's shoes being locked up for the rest of his life. And he wakes up and decides that that's not who he wants to be anymore. So he goes back to training to fight. He goes back, has a fight, has a huge fight, wins it by decision. The next day he quits, retires, never boxes again. It was this fascinating story. Most of all, I've never heard of this website, but they have all these stories, incredible stories about athletes that have done
Victory Journal.
Victory Journal. It's Victory Journal. Send the check.
Twitter, send the check.
No, I'm not even.
We both are.
Mine was substantial. Yours were both about space.
PBS, send the check.
I can't. All right, who's next? Am I next?
You're up.
Please not truth or text.
Truth or text. Oh, you got so lucky.
I would go to truth or text just to let you guys have fun and see what you could pull off. I don't think you'd be able to stump me.
Bet. Backstage pass. Let's go.
Okay. Backstage pass. If we have enough time, I'll give you guys a chance. What is backstage pass?
It's where we tell a fun story about.
Oh, that's right.
Backstage.
Here's what this category is. I forgot. This category is all about the stories that go on behind the scenes at Compass. The stories that you probably have never heard about and never will hear about until right in this very moment. So who wants to go first and divulge
It's your spin. I think you take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the story that comes to mind about something that went on behind the scenes was during a Rooted celebration. Right, Rooted celebrations, they're fun, they're high energy. If they're not high energy, it's kind of not as enjoyable of an experience.
Yeah.
So me and my assistant, Amy Weir at the time, who is incredible, shout out to Amy Weir, we worked with our caterer to do the meal for that night as like a Thanksgiving dinner. It was right around fall time. We were like, this is perfect. It was sort of like a bougie Thanksgiving dinner. So we were excited about it. We thought it'd be great.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it was great. I think you ate it.
I was gonna say, I think we
you
all
were
did.
there.
I don't know.
That probably leads itself to the next part of the story.
Yes. So we thought everything was going great. Worship's getting ready to start. The band comes out super high energy, and we recognize that the room is just not really responding. Do you have any idea why?
I have an idea.
Yeah, so whatever that chemical is that's in turkey that makes people drowsy obviously had kicked in right around that time. So for the rest of the evening, people were basically just napping at their table.
Brock doesn't even remember
While
it.
the worship
He was
team is
asleep.
like giving it their all. Drew's preaching a message for people to respond, and people are just food drunk.
Did you provide coffee?
Decaf?
Not decaf. That wouldn't
Brock
help at all.
We always
Loves
provide
decaf.
coffee. Brock does love some decaf. So that went on. That was hilarious because it was one of those moments that after it happens, right? You like, oh yeah, you probably shouldn't serve turkey and mashed potatoes and, you know, like all this Thanksgiving feast to people when you want them to be energetic and and responsive to a
Lesson
thing.
learned.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Who's Laura?
Yeah, I've got one from the Christmas season, so similar. We do something where we have there are scent machines that exist in the technical theater world, and you can buy these and you can fill them with a scent, and that like pumps out the smell to theaters. So we use that for Christmas, i.e. we'll do like peppermint. And you'll like walk into the worship center and it'll smell like peppermint. So it's just like, sweet candy canes, that kind of thing. We could do
I didn't
cookies.
notice.
I didn't
you
even
could
notice.
do well. So my first year here, first of all, we were moving these scent machines to our Roanoke location, and we had a trailer.
remember this.
I dropped one of the scent machines. Peppermint went all over the trailer. So that trailer smelled just like disgusting condensed peppermint for like months afterwards.
Example A of why it'd be better to taste than to smell.
I was going to bring up
See,
that.
see, full circle.
Circle back. Incident number 2, and I don't know whose fault this one was, but someone spilled it backstage at Colleyville as well. So like well after Christmas, like spring. I'm looking at Joe because I think he was around when this happened. it just smelled like.
Joe's like, I have no idea. Joe's like, I'm not even sure this is a real story.
It did. It smelled like disgusting peppermint for like weeks. Again, but in the middle of like April, and it just was
That's gross.
everywhere. Yeah,
It's very gross.
and yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah. I like scaring people. Scaring people's fun. It's a hobby of mine.
What a way to start.
It's a hobby, and so
How's your child like that?
Oh, you scared me this last weekend. I forgot about that.
Yes. So I go around scaring people. One of them. So I don't know if you know Shannon Maupin.
The heart of a
shout out.
pastor.
When she was on, she worked for our high school ministry, and so there was one day where I scared her very badly. I have video evidence. So just you can email me as you're signing up to volunteer, and I'll shoot you that video.
Shameless
But
plug.
I scared her, and her heart didn't stop beating super fast the rest of the day, or like she was having chest pains because of how bad I scared her, and so like she actually had to call her doctor and make sure she was okay.
You feel good about yourself?
I mean, it was pretty funny. You know?
He's like, I kept the video.
He's like, yes, actually, I do.
Yes, it was very funny.
I feel great about it.
Incredible.
All right.
It's Brock's spin.
Oh.
It is?
No,
Again?
You just went. You went first. Backstage pass.
Oh, that's right.
Now it's Brock.
Brock.
Yeah.
Ha! Yes.
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 This is why we're here.
Yes, the main event.
I forgot this was even on this wheel. I forgot. Okay, so here's how this category works. This is called Brock and Bible. Brock is a very creative person. Yes. He has a lot of gifts.
Yep.
Thank
Brock,
you. Wow. That really means a lot.
Well, I didn't mean any of it. So Brock is going to act out a story from the Bible. Again, Laura and I, no idea what he's got. It's not even written in our notes anywhere. We have no idea what he's going to do. Our job is to guess what the story is. We're going to give him 30 seconds or so to act it out, and then we will attempt to make a guess.
Can I stand up and...
Yes, I think you can use...
behind here?
Joe, where's the best place for him to go?
Behind the couch?
Behind the couch. All right, behind the couch.
Okay.
Go behind me, like right over here.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wait.
I can't.
This is the only reason I'm here.
I know.
Can everyone see me?
Let's see.
Come this way.
Right here?
That'll work. All right.
Rory, can you see me?
I can, yes, more than I want to.
All right, here we go.
Oh, me? No,
Me?
you want me?
Is this
Oh, you
Taxi
want
Driver?
me? Oh, you talking to me? I will fight you.
What is happening? This is not.
Oh, I gotta check
him
the
in the
time. I'm
monitor.
out of time. Oh no, I'll keep going. Keep punching. Oh, a bear, a lion.
A bear?
No, not a bear, not a bear.
And then
If you talk.
Oh! His hip.
Oh.
Are you in pain?
Oh man.
So much pain. The bear took something out of you.
Yeah. The bear's in your hip.
You're gonna walk with a limp now. Is that what
You're
saying?
Jacob wrestling with God. What was the bear?
I think that was supposed to be God.
Is God a bear to you?
It was a grapple. They were wrestling with one another.
It's like we went down.
You guys got Gatorade?
Gatorade. You can have water. Or is your water gone?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, in all fairness, that is not enough water to make it through an hour.
I know, seriously.
Yeah,
want
whoever's the host in this
some of
place.
mine?
Really? No.
Rona.
No, you keep yours because you're going to also be parched here shortly and we'll all die of dehydration. Laura?
What's gonna happen to me?
Why?
Okay.
I don't like any of
Whose
it.
turn? Brock just
mine.
won. It's your
mine.
turn.
I don't like any of that. Oh, we did it.
We did made up stats. We should have erased these as we went. We did done. Hold on. Does Joe have another one? Yeah. Oh, let's throw it to Joe.
Sure.
You guys know how this category works, so let's hear what Joe has now.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, everyone. It's me. I'm back.
I'm back.
Would you rather have a photographic memory or never lose a game of Scrabble?
I'm dead. That one killed me.
It's funny because I'm not sure he didn't make it up.
I guarantee you just made that up. He absolutely just made that up. Oh my God.
I mean, I gotta go with the Scrabble. I'd never want to lose another game of Scrabble.
I want a photographic memory.
Photographic memory.
I want to remember.
Love the idea that no matter what,
I don't want to lose a game of Scrabble. I can make so many bets. Like,
your words
I
of
could win
Joe's like, here's what I would like on my tombstone. Never lost.
Betting on Scrabble. People bet on Scrabble?
They are now. Me.
We just opened
I'm
a new
gonna
category
win.
at Caesar's Palace. They're taking gambling bets on Scrabble.
That is so funny. It's a long game.
Photographic memory or Scrabble. All right, my turn.
Your turn.
There's a couple of categories we haven't got to yet.
Yeah.
This is also about to fall off.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's going.
Oh, move your mic arm.
Oh, it landed.
Oh, hashtag awk. Laura, do you want to awk? Do you want to explain this category? Because you came up with this very trendy name.
Hashtag awk. These are just awkward moments that have happened during our time in quarantine. So during COVID, what was an awkward moment that happened to you? Rory, you spun. Do you have one you want to go first?
I mean, I do, but like most of the things I do, it's probably long-winded, so I'd rather hear somebody else first.
All right. Brock?
Mine are, it's not really, I mean, it's a little awkward, but it's not like this huge funny thing. There was just a few times, like, I think probably week 3 or 4 into quarantine, where I was just doing I've been in my house too long.
You're doing crafts?
No, not crafts. This isn't VBS.
He was doing TikToks, though.
Is it VBS? No, yeah. My wife is on TikTok, and
at BTrex14.
Just give
she
out
made me do a
his
few of those
account.
TikToks. Those things.
Those were awkward.
Yeah.
They
But
were
no, there was
great.
just times where like I was just doing weird things. Like, so I tried pouring my coffee on an upside down mug twice.
Wait, on an upside down
down mug, so it just went everywhere. There was one time I put cereal in the fridge. Like, I've been in my house too long.
Okay.
It was so it was awkward for me. I guess no one else really, but
I'm not sure you understand what the word awkward means.
I just didn't have that moment where I was like, "Oh, this is so awkward," you know. Just a few mishaps.
Yeah, that's fair. Laura?
For me, I mean, we're filming this in my house. This is my casa. And I just think my neighbors have seen throughout quarantine just various video equipment going in, out, in, out, in, out. Giant wheel. Also, we had new neighbors moving across the street, and I was like, how do you introduce yourself in a socially distancing
Jell-O
way
plate.
to a new neighbor? Yeah, because like you can't bake them anything. You can't bring them anything. Like,
Jell-O plate.
I'm not making a
take them
Jell-O
anything?
mold. This is my point. We're like, we'll wait till after quarantine. No, I'm not giving them the Rona.
I got to be honest. I've got like 4 neighbors I've never even tried to talk to.
Okay, yeah.
And I've lived in my house for like 2 years.
That's what I thought.
There's 2 really awkward things that happened to me.
Okay, can't wait.
One of them, my wife made me do a dance workout class.
You have video?
I was gonna say I've done one with Brooke, so if it's the same one that we did, I can only imagine.
It wasn't. This one was a J-Lo inspired
This
class.
is exactly what I did. We did this.
Okay. So I did that. I think very similar to you. That was probably just more awkward for me.
That's amazing.
Probably awkward for Brooke because I'm such a strong dancer. That I can be.
Show everyone.
I
Right
can
now.
be intimidating. No, the angles aren't right on the cameras.
We could make it work.
Okay, no, seriously though, the most awkward thing that happened to me, we've talked about this. People like lost their minds during COVID, right? Like just went crazy, people were stressed, they were anxious, whatever. I was turning into the Chick-fil-A on 26 down by, not the one on 26 near Mid-Cities, the one further, the one that's across from like Lowe's. Mm-hmm. And I turn in, I'm actually paying attention. I think was I on the phone with you when this happened?
No, but you've told me about it.
Okay. I turn in, and this guy turns out of a parking lot right in front of me. Like, I'm not going that fast, but he turns right in front of me, and I almost hit him. So I just honk to be like, hey, bro, pay attention.
Strike one.
Little did I know, I unleashed the beast. I'm not really paying attention at this point. I get in the Chick-fil-A line, and the way that the street light is enabled, he's sort of in front of me on the other side of the parking lot. And he has gotten out of his car, is grabbing shovels and and like 2x4s out of his car, like the trunk of his truck.
He's gonna start digging your grave. Is what he's doing.
And he's like ready to fight. And I'm like, so for those of you that don't know me, there's definitely a part of me that was like, ooh, a fight. But
Ooh,
the part of me that's like, I'm a pastor. I should behave better
this
than
is
that.
a Chick-fil-A parking lot.
Also, God is certainly in this Chick-fil-A right now. I was like, what is going on? This dude has genuinely lost his mind. He stood out there for like 5 minutes waiting for me to get out of my car so we could fight. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to fight. He never approached me. He just was like waiting for me to approach
Just
him.
like staring you down.
And
What were
start
you doing?
conflict.
Were you freaking out inside?
Oh, no. I could see him. I was just like, maybe if I don't pay attention to him. So I'm like, I'm going to order my food. I do think I called you. I called somebody and was talking on the phone and was like,
trying to act like you were.
yeah, I was just like, I'm not going to engage with this. But it just made me be like, we have all really lost our minds.
Yeah.
Like, we're like,
that's true.
I honk my horn for 1 second and people are like ready to fight.
Fighting at Chick-fil-A, pouring coffee in an upside down mug. It's really the same thing.
This ain't it.
Drinking ketchup at the table. I didn't do that, but that would be funny. Okay.
This one's for Brock.
How many categories do we have left?
What have we not done?
We haven't done this.
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't done this, and we
Yeah.
haven't done this.
Yeah. But I would also settle for another truth or sex.
Super Bowl ad.
This is for me?
Yeah.
This is for you. Let me explain this category. Brock now has to present to us his Super Bowl ad for Compass. If Compass were to get the opportunity to have a Super Bowl commercial, how would it go?
So it would be very.
Hold on, I would like to sit back and be comfortable as you present this stuff.
It would be very similar to. I don't know if you guys were a part of the I Love the '90s series we did last year, but our bumper for that was, you take this wide view and you narrow it in. And so I think what I would do is I would start it with just like the vast darkness that is space.
Oh, we're back to outer space.
We're back in space.
Mars is green.
Zoom in. You have Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in a little closer. You have America. Zoom in
This
a
is
little
literally just the I Love the
closer.
90s.
You have Texas. Zoom in closer. You have Compass. And so, and kind of you move from the vast darkness that is space into Compass. And what happens is then you zoom back out because Compass is now changing their community, which ends up changing Texas, which ends up changing. So it kind of moves back out.
It changes outer space.
Changes space.
And then we announce Compass, Moon.
Mars campus.
Yeah, done.
Don't miss out.
Do we want to mention that you were the voiceover for the I Love the 90s commercial?
Brock's like, you know what it would be like?
Wait, can you do
Is that one thing I was a part of once?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you still got it. You're ready to present it.
Or no, never mind. I'll stick with that one.
I thought you were gonna do your I Love the 90s voice.
Earth. Texas.
Did you just bark like a seal? What was that? You sound like Rich Green. All right, let's we got some time for another category. Let's see what we get.
Wait, you guys don't do that one?
Nah, it'd take too long.
That one's
Oh,
you
you're
spun
right.
for me
No.
too. I'm like,
No, we're not. No, that's for her. We've already done truth or text.
That's
That's
true.
her.
This is not fair.
If it lands again, then we know it's meant to be. We did keep kill eat.
Yeah.
Let's do Taylor Swift. This is a good way to end
right.
this episode. Okay, this category is all about all of our different campuses. We have incredible campuses, incredible campus pastors. We love all of our multi-site campuses. What we want to do is let's describe each of these campuses by using a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
So if Colleyville was a Taylor Swift song, what Taylor Swift song would it be?
Proc, what you got?
I bet we have similar answers.
I didn't know it was going to go like this. I thought we were just going to do a song for, but that's great. We can do it like this too. So I would probably the song "Me!" exclamation point.
Me, that one.
Yeah, off the latest album, her latest album.
Yeah.
I think I would do it with our Colleyville campus. Just I want to know how many times you've heard Rich Green say he's the Colleyville campus pastor.
Right.
Speaking of Rich, I would say my song choice would be "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things," mostly because of Rich Green. Laura, do you have one for Colleyville?
I don't know. No, I have.
Okay, that's fair. We won't put you on the spot, obviously. All right, what about our Roanoke campus?
This one I have one for.
I think this one should be pretty easy. Laura?
I think I have one that neither of you are going to have. It comes from the musical Cats. I'm looking directly to camera for this. Now, here's the thing. Taylor Swift and Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote a song together.
I was going to say, I thought this had to be Taylor Swift.
Well, no. They wrote a new song for the musical movie Cats, and it's called Beautiful Ghosts, but one of the lines is, "All that I wanted was just to be wanted." And I feel like that's a good one for our Roanoke campus.
Why?
What?
I just think like...
Flesh that out a little bit, please.
Here are my thoughts.
And you have a minute and a half to flesh it out.
Great. Okay, here are my thoughts. First up, now they have a building, but for a while they were the longest running mobile campus of all time, right?
Of all time.
It's true.
The Guinness World Records.
They had a weird time earlier in the year where a lot of staff kind of just God took them in weird different places, and so we were like, who's gonna lead the Roanoke campus? All they wanted was just to be wanted, and now they have Josh Wright and all is well. But
all is well.
That's the song that I think of.
Very nice.
North Richland Hills campus.
One of you two.
The song I picked was "Clean."
Clean. Ooh.
Why?
It's just a part of their culture. Like
they're just
be
clean.
It's a clean culture.
They're
like
cleanly.
They shower?
No, like
they're in the 19% that wash their hands.
No. Their worship services are clean. They're crisp.
Oh, okay.
Good biblical teaching by Luke Davidson, the campus pastor. It's clean.
Are you trying to get a job at North Richland Hills? What's happening?
Send an email to Brock Trexler. All right, last, certainly not least, our North Fort Worth campus.
Nope, there's two more.
There is two more. Well, we've got 14 seconds.
Go ahead.
North Fort Worth?
No, you take it.
Okay. North Fort Worth, I would say it's Look What You Made Me Do, because we were only going to launch one campus and then we launched two.
That's a good one. Okay.
And we can't forget about the Valley Ranch campus, which would be called what?
I got it.
I don't know.
We are never, ever getting back together.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of the Compass Podcast. We want to invite you to like, subscribe, and share and be a part of everything that we do moving forward. Thank you so much for joining us and sticking with us through this craziness. We hope you have a great night.
Very nice.
That's a wrap.